Hey guys, good morning. Welcome back. So today I have a new planner with me that I wanted to share with you guys before I jumped in and started writing all the things down. So come and join me. Guys, so this is the Daily Grind Planner. This is more of like a bullet style, like journal type planner. But I came across this on Instagram and I was just like, okay, let me check it out. I like the vibe. I like the way that this is like made. So let's just jump in. Let's just jump in. So this cover, first off, it is a disc bound. They used to be in wire O type binding, but then it was switched to the coil. And this cover is the Witch's Brew. So this cover was actually recently launched at the Not So Scary collection. Just a few weeks ago. So like I said, I've had this for a little bit of time, and I've been trying to get this review done. But life has happened and schedules and busyness. So I had a moment to share with you. So I figured why not now, take the time to do it. So like I said, this is the Witch's Brew cover. Let me just try to zoom out a little bit. Okay. And then, so here you have this like movie list. So if you're into the not so scary movies and you want to kind of figure out what movies you can watch that's not so scary, you have like a broad array of movies. So Angie, the creator of the Daily Grind Planner, she has on the different covers, there are different like challenges. One has a productivity challenge, another one has a self-care challenge. So they kind of have like a different variety of things that you could utilize the back of your cover for. And then here, she basically has all of the information about the Daily Grind, how to contact them, Angie, and where you can find her on social media, where you can find the Daily Grind on social media, and a little bit about just the planner, like the purpose behind the Daily Grind. So there is also a support group. And yeah, you can watch videos on YouTube about it, or you can go on TikTok or Instagram. Like those who are part of the DG creators, they do share on their different platforms as well as to like how they use it and give you ideas. So, and here's the one thing that I do like. So I'm going to zoom in. I'm going to try to zoom in just a little bit, if this will let me. There we go. So here are just example pages of how you can utilize your book. So I did not get the dividers. I did forget the dividers, so I'm going to have to order those. But basically you have a month in review where you can look at your previous month, goals that you want to work on for the next month, your map out. And then there's important dates, and you know, there's things that if there's things that need to get done a particular month, no ifs, ands, or buts about it, whether it's packing for vacation or cleaning out a storage unit or cleaning up an office space. Just I'm utilizing things that I really had to kind of focus on the last like couple of weeks. So things I could have put here. Moving ahead, they have a week in review and a week ahead. So it gives you a chance to really look back on here. I kind of feel like the week in review is could be utilized. It could be good for like memory keeping. If there's here my thoughts on the past week, gives you a week on the scale, and then just things that they did great. And then the bottom portion is a week ahead. So things you really want to focus on the next week if you weren't able to do them in the previous week or previous weeks in the past. The next one here is, so this is the daily page. This is the the daily grind, right? Okay, so here you have, I have something on my desk. Sorry about that. So here, let me see if I can, okay. So here you have the daily grind page. So, and again, these are just example pages to kind of help guide you through it in case you were like stuck or wanted to give the planner a try, but you weren't really sure how to utilize it. So here there's like your goals. So the goals that you have set down for, like say for the month of October, you'd write them down. You essentially write them down on the daily sheet and then figure out how you could break them down to a smaller portion for the day to reach your end goal for the month, if that makes sense. And then here it's things that you've completed, tasks that you were almost completed on, and if you didn't get through them, you could essentially mark them down for the next day. So you're not feeling like overwhelmed that they have to be done like right now. And then on the bottom, which I also think is nice, is so Angie had put down things that, you know, would help keep not just you motivated, but kind of in a positive aspect. Today, how you felt amazing, things you were grateful for, your game plan. So like if you like to keep just your schedule to like a minimal or things like that, essentially that would be, you know, you could do that. Things you want to not forget, things that are like very, very, very important. And then, so here, your month vision, your 4-month vision, my daughter felt the need to, you know, tag my paper before I did, but hey, I guess that's what happens when I leave my planner out. So, the 4-month vision, there's questions and then there's questions. So let me show you. So there's questions of where I am today, and then there's like a sub question of how happy are you with your life and your goals today. So when answering this question, you're not trying to figure out how to answer it, but there's like a sub question to help guide you in the direction of what can better help you answer the question without your answer being too abroad, if that makes sense. And so each of the questions has, like I said, a sub question. And then your 4-month vision has a habit tracking sheet. So essentially I would start this in October, and then there's a bottom box. So my thought behind this was focusing on like the habits that I want to focus on. But so that's, for example, I just recently found out that I was diagnosed with PCOS in August. So for me, my habit tracking could be 1 or 2 things that I would like to incorporate in order to help with my PCOS, as far as walking daily, as far as maybe high protein breakfast, better sleep. So like maybe like a sleep scale or of some sort. Like so then down here I was thinking of doing like a color, not a color wheel, but like a color code, and then mark down each day that I was able to complete the task. And then so this is what it looks like blank before I start adding things in. So I'll let you see that, take a look at that. So my goals, ideas and thoughts, important dates and must-dos. And then here for the list goals and thoughts, so this is also a new page. I was also thinking of color coding this between my social media, between my shop, between my house and my family, things like that, and kind of like mark off on my list what I would like to focus on and what I feel like is important. So one thing my daughter said to me is that we could do like a mommy daughter day. So here for my goals and thoughts is I could do like a mommy daughter day. I could do like 3 times a month, where I do one with each daughter throughout the month. So I can hang out with my youngest in the beginning, in the middle, oldest at the end, something like that. Not saying that's how it would be, but just like something like that, or maybe like, I don't know, the list goes on. So I have a blank page. And then you start your week in review. So this is kind of where I'm stumbled on right now. And here is where I'm stumbled on the most, is because I don't know if I want to do a Monday start or a Sunday start. So I might try the Monday start at here and then see how the week goes, because then essentially I have like a weekend so I can kind of see how my bar looks, because I know the time you still planning in the planner, but essentially, and I say this with all love, but essentially it's how you want the planner to work for you, not you having to work for the planner, if that makes sense. And I know I've said this before in previous videos, but this I have to, I guess I wanted to say, maybe eat my own words, maybe not, maybe that's not the words I want to say, but you know what I mean. Essentially, I have to follow the words that I have said multiple times, because essentially it's how it's going to work. So I may try a Monday start, even though October 1st starts on a Sunday. I might start on a Monday start and see where the week goes, or I may essentially have to say, you know what, Saturday's a good day for me to plan, and maybe I can start on a Sunday, and I might end up like skipping a day or two throughout the planner to kind of see what my style works. So, and then it goes into your daily pages. And then after 7 days, it goes into, again, a week review. You can review the previous week and work ahead to the next week. So that is how it is throughout the entire planner. You guys can see like a quick skim through. But yes, so again, before I started writing in this, I wanted to share this with you because I thought this was such an interesting layout, and I wanted to give it a try because I like the bullet style type journals. So I thought this was really unique and really like creative. So I wanted to give it a try. So I will leave the link for the shop down in the description below. I do not have code or anything, but I will be more than happy to share it down in the description below. I'll also leave my social media platforms so you can follow me and find me on there, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, things like that. And again, if you guys have any questions or comments, feel free to leave them down below, and I will talk to you guys soon. Bye, guys.